Hi, I'm Greg Dell, joined by attorney Frank Darris, and we're going to talk about when should you hire a long-term disability insurance attorney to represent you with your disability claim. Now, Frank, there's the obvious time when people think to hire lawyers when they get a final denial and it says you can file a lawsuit. But there's so many other opportunities for someone to hire a long-term disability attorney that they're not aware of. So I want to go through those and touch on the advantages of why you would want to have a lawyer in those situations. So I think we should kind of walk through the opportunities for where there is a lawyer when you could have a lawyer, because people just don't know. So when would you say that someone should hire a lawyer if they have the opportunity to do so?
I used to say, and when I say used to, I'm approaching 40 years of doing nothing but disability, and I used to say at the last minute, you know, boy, you get a denial letter, now it's time, you really do need counsel. I've completely about-faced my view. I think you get a lawyer, if you can, as early as possible. And early as possible means before you file the initial application, because there's consequences. There's a pre-existing condition that might come up that you walk right into. There's job versus occupation, where they could make an argument like that. There's total versus partial disability benefits, where you could make a mistake that's hard to correct. And today, if you can get a seasoned disability lawyer that can help you prepare a bulletproof application at the right time, because these policies are tricky in terms of their time deadlines and requirements. Sometimes if we wait a month, we beat a pre-existing condition. Sometimes if we're totally doing our work as opposed to a part-time schedule, we can make a claim for total disability benefits, which could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars over the life of the claim. So I've changed my view completely. If you can, get great counsel early to assist and facilitate. It's your family's most important resource. It really is putting food on the table and gas in the car and protecting the kids. And it's not something that you could say, well, I can fix it later. They're fatal claim mistakes that are made that I see too very, very often.
So you help people with what I call the application process, and basically they can call you and say, hey, I'm thinking about filing, or maybe they realized, hey, I called the disability company, they sent me all this stuff, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this information. But what do you really need, just basic out of the box, to be able to provide like a free consultation with someone, or at least give them some kind of guidance if you're going to talk to them on the phone, just to get the ball rolling with helping them?
So, I mean, I like to give them first some emotional penicillin.
Okay.
It's important because you're taking on $1 billion insurance company and you're disabled. You've got a sickness or an injury that is preventing you from doing what you loved. If you could, you would. You'd be back working. You'd be doing the things that your kids are proud of you for, or your wife. So initially, I want to find out what did they do? What was their occupation? Second, how are they compensated, so that we can figure out, is it a bonus situation that might have some consequences with their policy, or is it hourly, or is it salary? How do the bonuses work, so we can give you a real good sense of how much money you're going to get? Because it's your only resource. You're not working anymore. And if you think you're going to apply for Social Security and you're going to get a quick decision from the federal government, you know, that's a think again situation. This insurance company who sold you the policy, you know, they sold you peace of mind and security, and you should have trust and confidence in the process. The difficulty is that I see my people with analysis paralysis. They get 40 pages or 20 pages, and what do they put down in the boxes? And Greg, why are the boxes so small when it comes to restriction and limitation? But where have you treated in the last 150 years? That box is really big because they know that there's fruit there for them to be able to deny the claim. So I tell my people, this is insurance on insurance. Find somebody that can help walk you through to make the right decisions so that the claim process is exacting.